Hi, I'm Nobuko. Right now I'm at Ritsurin Garden, but I'm about to head back toward Takamatsu Station, this time on foot. When I came here, I enjoyed taking the local train, but now I'm looking forward to walking back and seeing what I can find along the way. I'll stop for lunch, check out Takamatsu Shopping Arcade, the longest covered shopping street in Japan, and just enjoy a slow walk through the city. Hope you'll stick around and enjoy this walk with me. Ritsurin Garden is in Takamatsu, the capital of Kagawa Prefecture. Kagawa is a small prefecture in Shikoku, one of Japan's four main islands, separate from the main island Honshu. This region is famous for its udon noodles, and Takamatsu is known as the gateway city to Shikoku. Walking from Ritsurin Garden to Takamatsu Station, I noticed that some roads are really narrow and wide. I think that's because this area was once part of the old town. Takamatsu Castle faces the sea, so the ocean protected one side. However, the other side had to be designed for defense with narrow maze-like streets. After World War II, much of central Takamatsu was redeveloped, which is why you see wide, straight roads like Chuodori now. But areas farther from the station, like near Ritsurin Garden, still have their old, complicated street layouts. It's like walking through a piece of living history. In cities like Sapporo or Kyoto, the streets are laid out in a grid kind of like a chessboard. Everything is straight and easy to navigate. But here, the roads twist and turn, splitting off at sharp angles and creating little triangles of land. It's interesting to see how people use those awkward triangle spaces. Sometimes you'll find a tiny house or a shop squeezed in. Walking from Ritsurin Garden, I really felt like the street here follows the old patterns, not a modern city plan. Here's another triangle shop. Men's Salon Adult. Wow, what a name! Maybe it's just for grown-ups, or maybe something more? It's closed today, but I'm pretty sure it's just a regular barber shop. I'm getting close to Kawamatsu Station. This is supposed to be one of the busiest parts of Takamatsu, with big shopping malls and everything. But right now, it's actually pretty empty. I was expecting crowds of people, but the streets are almost deserted. The thing is, because the streets and buildings were built on such a complicated old layout, even the entrances can be a little confusing. I thought about asking someone for directions, but there was no one to ask. I finally managed to find a cafe and take a break. After checking my map and coming up with a new plan, I was ready to keep going. Next on the list, lunch. When you are in Kagawa, you can't live without having Sanuki Udon. But here's the thing, a lot of udon shops in Kagawa close early, even right after lunchtime. It's already past 1 p.m., so I needed to hurry if I want to get a bowl before they close. Sure, there's a famous udon shop near our hotel and it's open late. But to be honest, they have locations in Tokyo too. If we want to eat somewhere you can only find in Kagawa. It might be too late for lunch, but we have to find something to eat. Takamatsu is the capital city of Kagawa Prefecture, which is famous throughout Japan as a udon prefecture. People here eat udon noodles all the time, and the prefecture government even registered Udon Prefecture as a trademark. Before coming to Takamatsu, I knew I had to try the local udon. Actually, where I grew up, the Musashino area of western Tokyo and southern Saitama, there's a local style called Musashino Udon. I was curious to see how different Sanuki Udon in Kagawa would be compared to what I grew up with. For me, even though I was born and raised in Saitama, I always felt like a Musashino person since my daily life was split between Saitama and Tokyo, and I got my education in Tokyo. And while I was thinking about all that, the udon finally arrived. This is actually my first time having authentic Sanuki Udon in Kagawa. The noodles look very different from the Musashino Udon I usually eat at home. Musashino Udon noodles are darker in color, but a bit more brown, and they are thicker and chewier than Sanuki Udon. The soup for Musashino Udon is also much darker and saltier, which makes sense because food in Western Japan is usually lighter in flavor than in the East. With Musashino Udon, you get cold noodles served separately from hot, salty dipping soup. You dip the noodles in the soup as you eat. And another thing I enjoyed here, chicken tempura. It's not something you see very often in Eastern Japan. It's totally different from fried chicken or karaage, crispier and lighter. Kagawa has a long tradition of making both wheat flour and salt, which helped its unique udon culture develop. When we got to the udon shop, it was totally empty. We just walked in and got a seat, no problem. But when we left, there was a line of people waiting. I guess we were just lucky with the timing. My husband and I looked at each other like, "Wow, that place really is popping." This happens to us all the time. We walk into a place when it's empty and suddenly people start showing up. Maybe we're just lucky, or maybe we're bringing good business to local shops. Takamatsu Shopping Arcade is said to be the longest arcade in Japan, 2.7 kilometers. There are about 1,000 shops and tens of thousands of people walk through here every day. It once faced through times when big malls opened up, but the locals worked hard to bring the arcade back to life. Now it's lively again, thanks to everyone's effort. Oh, it's so windy. I left the shopping arcade for a bit and walked out onto the main road. The closer I get to Takamatsu Station, the windier it gets. I guess that's the sea breeze. Sometimes it's so strong. I almost worry the little boy in front of me might just blow away. In the end, the boy was totally fine. I felt a bit relieved. The boy really is stronger than we think. I read that 3 roads are paved with old bricks that were used in the past. As time goes by, the brick color slowly reappears. It's such a cool detail. Now that I know to look, I can definitely see those yellowish stones in the pavement. The wind has become even stronger.
Kotodenだ。Kotodenだ。
Look, there's a mini stop. We don't have this in my neighborhood, but their soft serve is so tasty. I stopped this mysterious stone statue at Takamatsu Station. Turns out he is kind blue Onikun, the local tourist mascot. He is based on an old Japanese folktale, but instead of going off on journey like in original story, this Oni decided to settle down in Kagawa after experiencing all the local kindness. You can't see his color in stone, but he's officially the blue one. That's it all for today. I usually explore places in Japan that tourists often miss with stories from local history and culture. If that sounds fun, subscribe and join me next time. またね